state, we had to come up with an estimate that may be low. Detroit, by the way, may be alone 60 to 70,000 structures. But if that's the number in Ohio, we never touched. We never touched commercial, and we never touched industrial. That's how big this problem is. Maybe we need another lawsuit against somebody to raise a new pot of money for demolition.
The other issue, and then in our prosecutor's office is assisting us, and another issue that Mr. Rokakis made happen and help happen. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of them, Jim, is the Fannie Mae program. And we're still in contact with Fannie Mae. And what we're talking about there, folks, is any home that Fannie Mae walked away from, we aggressively asked them for help in the demolition of the home. We just don't. Cleveland had what, about 6,000 of them, I think.
Yeah, Cleveland has got an agreement with Fannie Mae, where Fannie Mae, or the land bank, turns over all low-value properties. Part of the problem with flipping was that it was our government, it was the GSEs, Fannie and Freddie, and HUD, that were probably as responsible for flipping of these properties as anybody in the country. They were turning these properties over to sellers, to buyers. They were selling them in blocks of 100 or 200 or 500. They were moving these properties out. One of the big guilty parties in our county was a company out of Utah called Go Invest Wisely, LLC. I don't know if they ever came here. Did you have them?
They have
yeah.
4 parcel homes.
So what they would do is they would buy a big block. And those are the folks that would pop up signs on the front lawn saying, they'd buy them for $500 a house. The sign would say, you can own this house for $500 down and $500 a month. Well, great deal for the buyer, because with that first contract, they'd made their money back. They'd doubled their money. And you saw these all over Cleveland. Federal Reserve Bank did some work on this, and we studied it. 95% of those never paid property taxes again. So they ended up being flipped out to somebody else. I've told the story, Stan, when I was treasurer, I got an email from a guy in Liverpool, England, who said he had purchased 3 homes in Cleveland. He was concerned because he had determined that one of the homes was missing. Well, I said, this is too good. So I sent him a letter back. I had a daughter in Dublin. I said, I have an international calling card. Send me your number. We'll arrange to talk. Retired doctor, paid $37,000. Woman in Charleston, South Carolina, bought 3 houses in Cleveland on eBay. On eBay. Now, what would possess a man with a medical degree, some intelligence, to buy houses across the ocean for 30? Anyway, he was wrong. There wasn't 1 home missing. There were 2 homes missing. The city had demoed 2. And you see guys like that. And but that flipping has basically ended. And there's a real estate magazine put out last year that talked about that market. And they, by the way, were the strongest opponents to land banking. A group called the Ohio Real Estate Investors Association. And if you go to their website, you'll see that they tell you they own property on the average 60 days. So you wanted them out of the market, and we got them out, because now we serve as the traffic cop. Land banks can serve as the traffic cops. But you will have some Fannie properties. PJ is starting to move, and you will see some.
Have you had any success? I know last time you were here you talked about kind of creating a master agreement with some of the largest banks also. It would be similar to Fannie Mae?
Well, you know, Sam attended the first meeting. We had a first statewide meeting of land banks in Ohio. There's going to be a second one early fall. We want to do that. We just haven't gotten it to it yet. I know PJ McCarthy, who is the Fannie representative, by the way, you should maybe ask Congressman Ryan for help on this, has initially said, I would just want to move all these properties in Northeast Ohio to the Cuyahoga County Land Bank. Well, that's really unacceptable. First of all, they don't want to be the middleman. And secondly, now that you have a land bank, they should be able to deal with you directly. So I can show you the forms, and I can tell who you need to talk to at Fannie Mae, and I think Congressman Ryan and his staff could be helpful there. So I want to commend the Land Bank Board for stepping out on tough issues, and commend the people of Trumbull County, and tell you that we're here to help. I think the AG money is a good start. We got to get that bill passed. We got to work on. And the neat thing about this bill is we have picked up bipartisan support across the Northeast and Midwest. Our briefing on Monday is before the Northeast Midwest Coalition. There'll be over 50 staffers there representing 50 different congressional offices. So, thanks.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks,
Thank you
Sandy.
for all your hard work and time.